this year, I think a lot of us have learned I guess the tasks that have been placed before us were tasks that we had never even imagined would ever cross our path.
Ever.
And so this year has definitely taught me that whatever you set your mind to, I mean, you may not be able to do it, but you can get darn close to accomplishing it. And for example, I mean, we love the educational community, and our community wanted conferences. I mean, we didn't have our in-person national conference, and we said, well, we got to figure out how to do that. And we don't do anything halfway. And so luckily we surround ourselves with people that feel and work and believe and have visions like we do. Mm-hmm. Chase is one of those. And we all gathered together, all three of us, and we said, how are we going to do this? And it was an experience that I never, ever thought would look, feel, or impact as many people as it did in the way that it did. Mm-hmm. And I am not a technology person. I think a lot of people listening right now didn't know technology would be so important in teaching in 2020, but you figured it out. And that's what teaching and education is all about. It's about adapting. It's about being innovative. It's about being flexible. And it's about doing your darndest to accomplish the hard things, because that's what we're wired to do.
Yeah.
That's what we do every single day that we step into the classroom. And hats off to the educational community, because we've just been blown away all year long with the way that you've just tackled these issues and the way that you've been transparent on how you're feeling. But you're not letting your kids see that. You're going in there and doing the best that you can, and you're showing up. Yeah. And you're showing up every single day for those kids. So, yeah, hard things.
You know, I think that our friend Hayward John says it best. Everything you've got is everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, to tag on to that a little bit, it's not my fifth thing, okay? But it's kind of my fifth thing.
You can go ahead and go do your fifth thing.
No, it's not my fifth thing. This is actually a sixth thing, okay? But no, it goes on to what you were just saying. You know, I have feared so much. And this is just me being transparent about being a parent. I'm like, you know, when Maverick was an infant, I'm like, well, first of all, I wanted him to get through that infancy stage. We did not have the best.
Maverick is a hard thing. Yes. Thank you. I was thinking that as I was talking earlier. Thank you.
When he was an infant, I was like, dear God, please just get us to the toddler stage. And now that I'm at the toddler stage, it's so hard. It's just hard.
My
I don't know
muscles
how
in my
else
back
to say
are tired
it. It's
every
just
day.
hard. And the toddler tantrums, and Lord have mercy. But, you know, at night, the things that keep me awake are, okay, I feel like I'm starting to grasp how to parent him as a toddler. Oh my gosh, I would lie awake, fearing with anxiety, like, how am I going to parent him as an elementary child? How am I going to parent him as a middle schooler? How am I going to parent him as a teenager? Like, literally, I probably for several weeks would just lay thinking about, oh my gosh, I am not.
I mean,
I would pray like I'm not equipped to be a parent. But here's one thing that, you know, the Lord just spoke to my heart about, and things that, you know, that I have also read in the Bible during this time, is that I'm not equipped to parent him as a teenager yet, but I will be. I will be when it's time for that. Mm-hmm. And we are equipped with what we need for right now. So that's why it's so important not to look too far into the future.
It goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning.
It does.
Live in the present.
It does, because what happens, this is what causes anxiety for me specifically, is we look so far into the future and it seems impossible. I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't even know how I would do that. But you will. You've proven that during this time. I'm sure 2 years ago, if somebody had told you, this is what's going to happen to you in 2020, you would have said, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. I am not going to be able to teach virtually. I'm not going to be able to teach hybrid or teach in person and virtually at the same time. There's no way. But look at you. You're doing it. You are equipped for this moment right now with everything that you need. And you know what? Tomorrow you might say, I can't do that tomorrow. You're going to be able to, because you're going to be equipped with what you need at the right time. And you know, that's one thing that I have learned being a parent over and over and over again. I have feared almost milestones, because like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to be ready? How am I going to know what to do? I don't know what to do. I have prayed for wisdom more than anything else on this planet this year, especially with Maverick. But day in and day out, what I recognize is that I wake up and I show up, and all of a sudden I'm equipped with what I need for that day. And so I think
Yeah,
that
it
during,
really. I mean that's
during
so
the hard
good.
times,
Yeah, I
you've
mean,
got to just take it a day. That's why.
you
That's
gotta
why
live in
there's
the
the
moments.
saying: take it
Yeah.
a day at a time. Take it a moment, because you know what? You might not even be equipped right now with what you need for 15 minutes from now.
Right.
But when you're in that moment, you are going to be equipped with whatever you need to be able to face that
I
challenge.
mean, if
And
you're
that's
about to
what
run
you
out of
mean.
gas, then you need to go fill your gas tank up.
Right, but that's what you mean by we're wired to do hard things. It's
Yeah.
because we think we're not going to be able to, and we get in that moment, and guess what? We're able to. And it's not easy, and I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying it doesn't come with its fair share. I've cried more as a parent than I've ever cried about anything before in my life. It's not easy, but you make it. You make it and you figure it out. And so just remember that. Everything that you need for right now, everything you've got is everything that you need.
That's all you need.